It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
Believe me when I say we have a difficult time ahead of us. But if we are to be prepared for it, we must first shed our fear of it. I stand here without fear because I remember that I am here not because of the path that lies before me, but because of the path that lies behind me. I remember that for 100 years we have fought these machines. And after a century of war, I remember that which matters most. We are still here! Tonight, let us make them remember we are not afraid!
Welcome to Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, here in Phoenix, Arizona, from the beautiful studios of Freedoms with an S, freedomsphoenix.com. Yeah, the site went down for a little while this morning, and we're scrambling. We're like, ooh, they don't want us doing what we're doing. Let me tell you what we're doing. This is what's going on. I just got a call from Ken Schoolin from International Society for Individual Liberty. They have a gentleman working with a guy out of Moscow and out of Canada that have just finished doing the Arabic translation of the philosophy of liberty. We will probably have it available and up tonight. We have it, but we need to make certain that it's being checked for translation, and you didn't get the Arabic word for kill in there or something. So we gotta be careful, make sure, because once this hits, man, it's going to explode all over the Arab world. We have enough contacts that I've been working on, Sierra's been working on, and Pal's been working on, and guests that I've had. I think I got a pretty good chance of hitting the grapevine, the roots of the grapevine in Facebook and a lot of those social media that's going to go out through the Arabic world. What we're going to do today is we're going to learn a little bit of history, because I see where this is going. Already, CNN, Mr. CIA, Anderson, he's, was Anderson Cooper, one of the blonde-haired Aryan guy, and he gets up and he's like, oh yeah, we're on the street, we're covering, all of a sudden the revolution goes, Mubarak leaves, and the first thing, boom, we got our boy from CIA telling you what's up. So they bring in their CIA guys, former directors of, and all this kind of, and I already know where this is going, because it's happened for centuries, over and over. The British Empire, European countries, the French, it was the Ottoman Empire, then the French, then the British, and then the U.S., and so on. It's always Western cultures that just run these countries, and Egypt in particular. And I'm going to go over a little bit of the history, and we'll just, skim over the top. We'll just do a wiki thing. Not going to get all PhD on us or anything. I'm just going to what research I've done over the last couple of hours. We're going to take these links and just put them up on today's archive so you can go and get a little bit more out of it. And I'm just going to read a little paragraph here. Who was in charge? How did this guy get in charge? When did Upper and Lower Egypt? You had the Upper Egypt, which is further south up the Nile. Then that was one part of Egypt that eventually finally combined with the Lower Nile. Now, this is back in 3600 BC. So then you start having what they call an Egyptian people, a culture. In Egypt right now, it's over 95, 6, 7% are Egyptian. I mean, it's very, very ethnic there. It's Egyptian. Now, of course, there's a lot of other people and so on, but it's a real high percentage of people that were born there. Well, if they're born there, they have a history. They have a lot of tradition and culture and so on, but it's more than that. It is a common understanding of where they've been, where they want to go. And I tell you, man, you look at the history of this, it is British Army, machine gunning, our guy in charge, corrupt scumbag son, corrupt scumbag grandson, cousin, another scumbag, British and or French, schooled, educated, European, Egypt bank, more scumbags, British, guns, Suez Canal, machine gun, you're not allowed to dissent, machine gun British, okay? I mean, it goes over and over and over and over. You think they don't know that the exact same people are going to be trying to do the exact same thing as we do in this transition? I know this. It is a very important time now for them, for the first time, and with the internet, the ability to be able, at a whole people, a whole generation, that be able to take and have information about what will stop this repeat of history over and over and over. Quit being ruled. Doesn't matter what color their face is or what's their name. You know, it doesn't matter, who's the VP guy coming in now? CIA. You think they don't know this? Heck, WikiLeaks. They're saying, here, you want to see a document? So this is, excuse me, this is going to be a repeat unless they get instilled in their brains, in their mind, in the homogenized Egyptian culture starts to understand it's all about who rules you. And if you get to choose, you get to rule yourself. Just having that concept is the most powerful thing that can be done. Bad guys know it. Freedom's Phoenix website went down there. We're getting ready tonight. We're going to take and ISO's going to have a link for it coming out of Canada. And we're going to go ahead and take the raw data, and we're going to go ahead and make it available in several formats on Freedom's Phoenix. If not tonight, certainly by the end of the weekend. Then we're making DVDs of them. Now, the format that's played in Cairo is different than the one that we have here. It's called PAL, I think, is the format, and we have a program that will be able to do it in that so that we can send a lot of DVDs out there as a data file. Also, we want to make sure that we have where they can put it up, and that we have some other graphics and different things that we're doing. And it's not like I made it a secret. Any and everybody, all the revolutionaries and activists and anybody that wants to have any information, I got a lot of help from just individuals and the revolution and so on. But, yesterday I went off on the Libertarian Party because they needed it. This is the point that I've been making since I've been a young activist in the 90s, that their effectiveness for when they're really needed in something like this, to have this nexus, this liberty nexus, this touchstone where people can come together and pool resources and everything. Those kind of instruments just developed on their own, just individuals, just people. People I've met, people that met me. And you can kind of attribute it to different functions that were around libertarianism, but the Libertarian Party, they've gone politics. They're about people that gravitate towards the top, the shiny badgers. They're always promising how they're going to rule you better, but they intend to rule. They want their turn at the lever. Give me the ring of power. Give me the ring. I'll take care of it. I'll do good with it. So this is, I was probably, more frustrated and angry yesterday than I should have been, but I don't see politics as the future of this. If the people in Egypt think that they're going to vote themselves free, they haven't been paying attention, and I think they are. I think they have. They have had one corrupt election after another. They know this. And if they come in, because this is what you're already hearing on the cable news. I mean, it's not even an hour after Mubarak said he's gone, and then, yep, got to have U.S. and international election observers. Yeah, that'll fix it. It's definitely going to be some kind of an election. And then they go, well, you need to have time to create your political parties, and they need to have time to, so we can get control of them. We need to, build up, this one guy over the other guy. We need to, massage this guy and put a face up to represent our interest and them being able to work with in the West and yada, 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 yada. It's already started. I'm sure it's already been in place. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to go over a little bit of history of just last couple hundred years of Egypt, because it's a central part. Suez Canal. It's been a central part of trade from Europe to Asia, and it's going to be important into the future too. And we need to understand the past so we know what the future is going to be, and how we can help direct it towards liberty. We'll be right back.